which I believe is the darker version. It is. Can't back up, of course, because it's... Why would you let that happen, Innkeeper? Oh, maybe it's because you're a waste of a sandwich. I'm going to take a drink. Waste of a sandwich. Anyway, yeah. Back to Empire at War. Good game. I love that game. Ground combat, abysmal. Space combat, amazing. Especially the movie sort of camera mode. That was very well put together. I very much enjoyed that. No, I'm trying to be snazzy here. Give me a minute. Game, I get it. Smiley face. It's not really, it's like got the eyes and the smiley face, or maybe a mustache. I mean, we can't really do this anyway, because there's meant to be a window here. So we're going to have to get rid of this. Still, though, I'm trying. At least I'm trying, okay? That's a good point, though. I need to get rid of this bit in the middle. No. 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 Absolutely atrocious. Darling, 'tis atrocious. Good enough. So we know where the door is now. Just build around that. Anyway, back for like the 7th time. Empire at War. As I just said. Space combat, really fun. Movie camera mode was great. Never really used it too much though. Because you did have to pay a little bit of attention. The fact that there's like different modules on the ships, which means you can be very strategic in the way you want to destroy them. Not only that, but different modules do have sort of negative effects on certain aspects of the ship's performance. So, you know, it's not just like, oh, you destroyed this module, which means you're nearly, you destroyed 10% of HP. You know, there's a lot of games that do that. No, instead, you destroy the engines, means it can't retreat, so if the fleet do try to retreat, that ship will be left behind and just destroyed, essentially. And not only that, it will run a little bit slower as well. I'm not sure what the speed downgrade is. I'm not sure if it just at that point runs on its sort of thrust that it was at previously before the engines were cut out. I don't think it does. I think it still moves. It just moves very, very slowly. I'm trying to make sure how to get this done properly without screwing up. Think we need to use some of this stuff now, like the darker colors. If we get these corners filled in like this. Actually, I shouldn't really be doing it like that. I should be cutting up the middle bit. There we go. And then just doing it every other block and the middle bit, of course. Right, and now we get the dark bit and fill over the crenellations. But yes, you can destroy like the individual lasers as well, and that will obviously decrease its effective firepower. Hangars, destroy them, they'll stop sort of just vomiting out bloody ships like there's no tomorrow. Great modding community as well. I think it's still active. There's still patches for a few of the old mods here and there. But even if it's like I think it's still active. I might be getting that confused with another game though. But yeah, even if it's not anymore, there's still some great mods to play. Online doesn't work because I believe it used GameSpy. I think it did. And obviously GameSpy is not active anymore. Did he use GameSpy? See, this is something I should do a bit more research on before I start just spouting out crap. See, once again, just basically the reason for why I don't talk about random stuff, because I usually get my facts wrong. But it's fine, you know. I want to talk about it. I'm just going to remove my stupidity. Yeah, I do apologize. Feel free to not aggressively correct me in the comments. No, because, you know, I will appreciate that. But if you don't, I won't appreciate that. I won't do anything about it, because why would I? You know, there have been many times where it's like, you know what? I could delete this comment. But I'm like, no, that's a dick thing to do. Let's not stoop down to their level. Let's give them, you know, their right free speech, that kind of thing. Because, you know, fine. Even if they're being a dick about it, it's, you know, why are you going to pick and choose when you want to accept that sort of way of doing things? It's not exactly the best way of doing it. I would like it if my opinion were not to be deleted on the internet. Although I wouldn't be aggressive about it. It depends how aggressive you are, though, I suppose. If you're just spouting out swearing, then YouTube's automatically going to remove your comment anyway. So, not much I could do about it at that point. Well, there is. I could go to the page and look at the comments that have been made unworthy of being highly reported. And, see whether I would just keep it on there or not, I suppose. Which I guess really, effectively, is saying that I don't. Because I should just be like, no, I should approve this, because they should get their say. Even though what they're saying is just not helpful at all. And actually is pretty much just there to troll people. Speaking of trolling, do you remember the days when trolling was actually trolling? Like actually trolling. Not just say something ridiculously stupid and just wait until someone, well, gets lured in, obviously being the meaning of trolling, which is a term from something. What the hell is it a term from? I'm thinking luring, so I'm thinking fishing, but I could be wrong there. You know, it's there to lure someone in, but usually it was quite witty. Now it's just like say something ridiculously offensive or stupid, and eventually someone's going to respond to it because screw it, why not? I mean, most of us have been around the internet for long enough to know it's no real point of doing anything. Well, at least most of the older people, but that's not really who they're trying to annoy. They're trying to annoy the younger audiences because they are more impressionable to that kind of unkind behavior, I suppose. At least not all, you know, I'm not saying every youngling, there we are, is sort of used to kind behavior. It's definitely not, considering the shit that you hear on a daily basis, but I have to imagine, with a bit of faith in my heart and humanity, you know, most are. Obviously, that's par for experience, I suppose. Probably not the case, unfortunately. Which depresses me to such a degree. But there we go. I'm deleting everything right now. I'm just going to play my games and living my world where everything is fine. And everything is just... That was an alright film. It was okay, I would say. You know, good... fun for all the family, that kind of thing. Definitely one of those fun films. But there were obviously a few bits here and there where it was just like, this is not for me, is it? I'm not the audience here, am I? Obviously not. No, Innkeeper. You are not a child anymore, I'm afraid. You stop watching Lego films. Sorry, Legos for some people watching. Obviously, I'm taking the piss there. Which is all good. Fine and dandy. How do we feel about this? I actually quite like this. It's not bad. If we had like a flag in there or something, I obviously can't. Because I'm stupid and made this in a very particular way. So we got this. Or we got this. I'm going to keep them both here. Let me know what you think. I mean, I quite like both of them, to be honest with you. I like the walls. The walls should... Excuse me. The walls should stay like this. Of course, we do need to now make the... That's wrong. Already, it took me 5 seconds. I got it wrong immediately. There we go. Oh, fuck's sakes. There we go. Right. What was I saying? Actually, I've just completely forgot what I'm saying. What I've been saying. What the hell was I talking about? I really can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, yeah. I did go out to double check, because to be honest with you, like I just said, quality control today is pretty much down the poop. In fact, I'm going to get up, and I'm going to remove an item of clothing. Don't worry. I've got a shirt underneath this other shirt. No, it's not called a jacket. Corset. No, not corset. I can be running around with a corset on if you want, guys. I mean, might appreciate that. I would not appreciate its comfortability because I imagine it's very uncomfortable. Considering it was there to push everything in order to keep the body in a more appealing structure, I suppose, to as it may have been. I don't know. I mean, my opinion on the matter of whether you should go out and wear a corset is entirely a fashionable thing. Just, you know, don't make it too tight, because it's probably not good for your internal organs. There we go. A little bit of guidance for the people out there that wish to do something that I have no experience in. So good. A lot of people are like that on the internet. You know, I'm going to tell you what you should do because I went on to Wikipedia or any other kind of site that is community driven, I suppose. What is the actual word for that? I was going to say it as well, but I just couldn't. Encyclopedia? I mean, you could go and look that up as well, I suppose. We talk about that, the distinction between the two. I don't know, a site that is unrecognized, or at least recognized, not unrecognized, recognized as a place that can be edited at will by anyone and approved by a board of people that may or may not be directors. Not the case, actually, to be honest with you. It's not the case at all. Are we using the white version? We are. Sort of more chalk-like. Yeah, that's good. There's a lot of attention to these walls. Don't you worry. We're actually going to go and play the normal game in a second. Probably get some more houses constructed. Make some tools. Miss some selections right there. We can talk about Empire War again for like the 5th time. This is a running gag now for today's session. I'm not going to lie. I've realized I've said it too many times to the point where now it needs to be said to the point of exhaustion. I'm actually getting kind of tired of hearing it. And I feel like you are all getting tired as well. You know, you can up and leave if you feel like it. But I'm just letting you know that you've been beaten by the Innkeeper. And that's, let me just tell you, that does not look good on your CV or resume if you're across the pond. Across the swamp pond. Yeah. The Atlantic Ocean probably full of plastic. But still, you know, lots of stuff being dumped in there right now. As is every part of our oceans, which, you know, I actually don't know enough about. I just know that as humans, we're very bad at keeping ourselves tidy. I say keeping ourselves tidy, keeping the greedy tidy. That's really the situation right there. You know, how we could get rid of this financially at a cost, or we can get rid of it very cheaply. Cheap and environmentally impactful way that is in the negatives. You know, we could do that instead. You know, that sounds like a much better idea. That saves us money, right? Can go to retire and, you know, think about what I've done with my life and realize not much. Actually, not much at all. I knew something was a bit off. There we go. That works out. So now if we keep going with this. Have the little bit sticking out. They're sticking out by a bit too much. Is it, though? No, stop. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is a bit. I don't want to go all the way across because I feel like I do that too much. Like all the way across the arch. Just the top. Just the tip. There we go. Just the tip. Right there. Game is pausing. Pausing. It's like saving from the Stronghold series. There we go. You know, the one that was good at some point in history. But is now just a wibbling old husk. Full of adaptations of the game that are just not as interesting as they once were. I still don't like this, actually, now that I'm looking at it again. I think it's because... Actually, I don't know why. Actually, no, I do know why. Can I stop saying actually, please? No. It's because underneath it, I think we need to have a different kind of block. Like, if we have the same sort of zigzaggy effect, but upside down and on a lighter scale. Oh, fuck's sakes, I've done it again. I haven't done anything again, actually. The game has done that. The game ruined me. Okay. Why'd you ruin me, game? So impressionable. Right. Let's go for the... What do we go for? There isn't anything that's actually that much darker other than using this. And I don't really want to use that because that just doesn't work well with the texture. So now I guess we just use the same color again. Or this color. Yes, that's fine. We can... Oh, fucking... Keep screwing this up! Right, there we go. And then we go down by 1 extra there. Oh, yeah, beautiful. I was meant to be quiet. What time is it now? It's 10:15. Wow. It's just terrible timing, really. I'm not used to recording this late. I'm used to recording in the mornings and at an appropriate hour, sort of after 6. But this... How am I going to get used to this? I prefer it a lot more now. We'll see, though. We got this. We got our walls, which are quite nice looking. The towers themselves haven't really had much of an upgrade when it comes to texture quality. Or decoration, really. They're actually quite mundane looking, really. What can we do to improve that? I actually don't know. Not much, is what I could say about that. There isn't really much I can do to improve that. Tell you what, though, we got our walls, or at least our exterior walls. On the inside, they are quite dull. But on the outside, they are quite a nice sight. Walking up to them. Maybe a bit too much. Maybe not enough. I don't really know. Anyway, let's play the normal game now. Let's stop screwing around. Heathlings, hello. It's been 20 years. How you all doing? Let's build another house. Let's build one in this direction because we're just been focusing over here. We need to sort of start spreading the love a little bit. Let's build a normal house. You know, a little clay house. We're going to have one probably right around here. Daily update. We have passed the update. Welcome to the land. We're going to rename you in a second. Someone, I believe, wanted to be named. And I don't think we have named our mason. I probably have. I think I've named over a bunch of people. Who's our mason? We got Crazy Pug, who's our new blacksmith. New farmer. Jasmine. That name sounds familiar to me. I don't know. Who just joined us? That's a good point. Probably this guy. It feels like it anyway. I guess we can find out. No, Lugger Ryan. So, Lugger. Ryan? Yeah, the double N. You are the double N. 343. That name requires sacrifice. Anyway, more info. Not more info. Actually, yeah, more info. Let's rename you to... what we got? We got a Dylan right here. Welcome, Dylan. Hope you're doing well, Dylan. As for Jasmine right here. Sorry if you are named. Let me know. And I'll turn your name back. I have to find out.